Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have this Canon Ixus 210. So basically this camera is powered by this Canon battery, which is the Canon NB6L battery. So to insert it back is just put it in Canon word and Canon word here. Place it in. Then this camera over here at the top here, there is like various button. This button here on the right, this one is the on off button. Okay lah, so just like change the battery pack, you just have to take it out again. Then just reinsert it the battery again. Sometimes because the contact is dirty and all, so you just press this button here to turn it on. There you go. So this is the camera and all these things. So what you do is you just, because this camera, you notice that it's not like those like regular cameras like Canon that has this like function wheel everything. So this camera is all touchscreen. It's a modern touchscreen camera. So basically, how you're gonna do it is you want to take a photo. It's just basically you just half press this till you see like a green square and everything like this. This means it's autofocus. Cannot record because there's no SD card inside the camera. So this is how it works. So then other than that, here is a mode selector. So there's like auto mode. Then there's like a Canon like camera like normal mode and all. So it detects what kind of mode is available. You just have to like play around with it. So yep, so the kinds of like it's like a mode camera, so there's all kinds of mode, so you just have to select. There's program mode, portrait mode, everything. So if you select the mode, then the camera will adjust the settings and all to suit the image quality and all. So it's like a preset settings for the camera. So if you want more access to settings, everything, go for program mode. Yes, so program mode is something like point and shoot, but you have access to like what you want to shoot on in. So over here on the right, if you go out, on the left, you go all the way, is the video mode. So video mode is you just press up here to record the video, everything. But then I'm not going to show that because there's no SD card. So back to program mode here. So in program mode here, you have full access to the camera settings, everything. Over here, it means that camera. Then over here is the continuous settings, like continuous shot. That means you do shot after shot, everything like burst shot like that in general. So this is a flash button. So to turn on the flash is basically you just tap the flash and then yep, that's all. You just tap out the screen. Then over here they got many kind of self timer. Got 10 seconds, got 2 seconds, and then they got the custom. You can do how many shots, everything. So yep. Then over here is the display. Whether you want it to be a minimalistic display, everything, you just press this button here. Then over here is the compensation. Whether you want your object to be overexposed, underexposed, you just have to adjust it around. You slightly to the left, it's becoming overexposed. Slightly to the right, it's becoming underexposed, and all these things. Where center is being at 0. So once you did your settings ready, you just tap here. You just tap out the screen, return. Then you go. So if you want to adjust more function, you just press function. Then here you can adjust the ISO, everything, whether you want to make the object more grainy, everything. So this one has a maximum of 1006. Normally I just recommend for beginners, just go for auto. Then there's also white balancing, everything. You can just adjust it around. Then the cameras will just move it accordingly. So over here, just go for auto white balancing. Then ISO just not mentioned. Then over here is the my colors, everything. Basically you have a different like color filters, everything you can play with in the camera. So you can just tap one by one, everything. Then if you don't, you can just press it back. This is light metering, everything can be adjusted, whether it's spot, center, all these things, or at the area. All these you can be using up. If you slide up, you got compression, so it's basically like image quality, whether you want it to be fine, super. Then over here is the W here is the recording pixel, how many megapixel you want the image to record in. Like large is 14 megapixel, everything. Then medium and all the picture quality start to reduce. So that means because this camera does not have a built-in memory card, that's why you see all is 0 images. Then drive mode, whether you want continuous or single shot. Then over here is the focus range, whether you want it to be far, macro, and all these things. So yep, you just touch and make sure that you are in this highlighted range. So yep, then if you want like beginners mode, you just select to automatic, everything can be done. Then to zoom in and zoom out, basically to zoom in is a slight distinct to the right. Then if you zoom out, you just slide it to the left. So once you're done and everything, you take a photo. So this over here, this part here is for you to view your photos. You just tap on it, and that's where you can view your photos. Then you press the menu button here to exit. So if you half press from the folder that you are in, you just half press, you can go back to the shooting mode. How cool is that? So I mean, overall this camera is pretty good and all these things. So I mean, quality wise, touchscreen and all these things, pretty good. Would recommend it to my friends. So give this video a like, a subscribe to my channel, and see you all soon. Bye.